Great tasting season right now in Southern Ontario. Registered dietitian Michelle J. Lynn joins us now with a fresh spin on using cucumbers, watermelon, and peaches. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Annette. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm really loving this first recipe that you've got because I love cucumbers, I love watermelon. I have not thought until I saw your recipe of combining the two, and I've got to try this tonight.
Yes, so this is my mint watermelon cucumber salad, and I'll show you how to make it. For this one, it is using cucumbers. Here I'm using A-peel cucumbers. Notice how there's no plastic wrap on it. It uses protective peels, seeds, and pulp from fruits and vegetables to create a protective extra seal around it, so it keeps moisture out and oxygen. And then what happens is I also add in my salad dressing, and then I'm also adding some balsamic vinegar and olive oil, and then I'm going to put that on top. I'm going to top it off with some mint right there. Now, A-peel cucumbers, they last just as long as cucumbers wrapped in plastic, and you know what? They are fantastic to go in a recipe. For every plastic cucumber that is not used, like the peel around it, then we save 1.5 grams of plastic, which is about 3 plastic straws.
Okay, not to mention those plastic wraps are so difficult to get off of the cucumbers, so I'm glad that there's more of a shift to this. The next one, involves peaches. This looks delicious too.
Yes, so for this one, it is peach season, and of course, because it's peach season, there's a lot of them around. So this is a way that you can use them up. And so for this one, I take ripe peaches and I spray a baking sheet and I put my peaches on it. I'm adding a pat of salted butter in the middle of each one. And then I have a very simple mixture, 1-to-1 of cinnamon and brown sugar, top it on top. And then that's going to go into the toaster oven or oven for about 10 minutes, 375. And then when that's done, you can top it off with some whipped cream or some vanilla ice cream. I also put on some chopped pecans on the top. And if you want to grill them too, you absolutely can, because it is grilling season, about 8 minutes per side. And then you can top it off. If you want a lighter version, you can use Greek yogurt. If you want to make it to breakfast, you can serve it on top of oats or some whole grain toast. It's a really good way to use up those really delicious ripe peaches that we have at this time of the year.
I was going to say, like, if you've got peaches that don't look exactly perfect, they would be perfect for this recipe. And it looks so fancy, but it's just so easy.
It's really, really simple and easy to do. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Okay. Could you do that with nectarines as well, or is it just peaches that you should try that with?
You can try it with nectarines. Personally, I chose peaches because they're in season right now, and there's just so many everywhere you go, like the grocery store, the fruit stand, and sometimes too they go ripe really, really fast.
Yes.
And it's just a great way to use them up. So, but you can try it out with nectarines as well.
Okay, and then you've got a really refreshing mocktail that you're using cucumbers with.
Yes, so this is a mocktail recipe, and if you want to make it a hard drink, you can add spirits to it if you like. I'm not judging you, just make sure you enjoy responsibly. And so for this one, I am using cucumbers again, and I love how there's no plastic wrap on them. I peel and I just put it into the recipe, and I don't have to worry about it. They last just as long as the ones with the plastic on them, and A-peel cucumbers are in select grocery stores in Ontario. And then I'm just going to blend it up, and I'm going to add in some mint again as well, and some lime juice, as well as some salt. And when I pour it into my glass, I kept the skins of the cucumber on because it gives it a nice green color. And then I'm topping it off with some sparkling mineral water, and I garnish the glass with a nice slice of cucumber. Of course, you can add more honey as a sweetener. I use maple syrup in this one, so it's more of a vegan version, but it's a nice, refreshing mocktail to have at this time of year that uses flavors of late summer.
And that's great because cucumbers add such a nice flavor to water, like even a couple of cucumber slices in regular water. That's how I started drinking more water. I would put like a lemon slice in, or I'd put like a slice of cucumber, because it's like, okay, this is better than just bland water.
Yeah, and that's also like my number one tip for people who don't like to drink water, and to flavor it with cucumbers. It just makes the water, it gives it an extra dimension to it, really tasty, and it makes you drink more of it.
Okay, some great recipes there, some great advice for using up foods that are maybe a little bit too ripe as well. And we'll get them all up on our website at chch.com, along with all of your links. Michelle, great to see you again.
Great to see you, Annette.